In this video we will share some interesting facts about chemistry. The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer. As the iron structure heats up, it expands, causing the tower to grow. Blackbody is a surface that absorbs all radiant energy falling on it. The term arises because incident visible light will be absorbed rather than reflected, and therefore the surface will appear black. Adrenaline epinephrine is a hormone your adrenal glands make to help you prepare for stressful or dangerous situations. Adrenaline rush is the name for the quick release of adrenaline into your bloodstream. This gets your body ready for a fight or flight response. Apple seeds contain amygdalin. If the seeds are chewed or crushed, they will convert into cyanide, that is highly poisonous and can be deadly in high doses. Tabletop volcanoes can be created using ammonium dichromate. Chalk is made of trillions of microscopic skeleton fossils of plankton. Chocolates contain phenylethylamine, the same chemical released in your brain when you fall in love. Graphene aerogel, the world's lightest material, is 7 times lighter than air. Ghost particle usually refers to neutrinos, which are extremely lightweight subatomic particles that interact very weakly with other matter. They're often called ghost particles because they can pass through ordinary matter, including our bodies, without any interaction. God particles usually refers to the Higgs boson, a fundamental particle in particle physics that helps explain why other particles have mass. Ink is a complex mixture of water, pigments, varnishes, resins, glues, and binders. In its most basic form, the black ink consists of carbon in the form of graphite particles suspended in a mixture of water and soot, the byproduct of combustion. Dyes are typically organic compounds with complex aromatic structures. They contain chromophores, which are responsible for the absorption of light and the coloration of the material. Dyes are often soluble in water or organic solvents. Pigments can be organic or inorganic compounds. They are insoluble particles that are finely ground and dispersed in a medium, such as a binder or vehicle. Pigments do not chemically bond with the material but instead adhere to its surface. In zero gravity, a candle flame is round and blue. A universal indicator is a mixture of several different pH indicators that, when combined, cover a wide pH range and change color depending on the acidity or alkalinity of a solution. It is typically used in chemistry to quickly determine the pH of a solution. The chemical thioacetone is the world's smelly substance. It's so bad that, after a lab technician dropped a vial of it, it induced instant vomiting from people in buildings almost half-mile away. A black hole is a region in space where the gravitational pull is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape from it. They form when massive stars collapse under their own gravity at the end of their life cycle. The boundary surrounding a black hole, beyond which nothing can escape, is called the event horizon. Anything that crosses the event horizon is pulled into the black hole, adding to its mass. The world's slowest chemical experiment is the pitch drop experiment at the University of Queensland in Australia. This experiment has been running since 1927 and aims to measure the flow of a highly viscous liquid known as pitch, or bitumen. The pitch appears solid at room temperature but is actually a highly viscous fluid. You cannot unbake a cake. Once a cake is baked, its chemical and physical properties are permanently altered. The ingredients undergo reactions such as protein denaturation, starch gelatinization, and leavening agent activation, resulting in the formation of a cake with its unique texture, structure, and flavor. The critical temperature of a substance is the temperature at and above which vapor of the substance cannot be liquefied, no matter how much pressure is applied. Every substance has a critical temperature. Incineration is a process in which organic waste material is subjected to high temperatures, typically around 800 to 1000 degrees Celsius. This process helps to reduce the volume of waste and can also generate energy in the form of heat or electricity. TDS stands for total dissolved solids. It represents the combined concentration of dissolved substances in water, including minerals, salts, metals, and organic compounds. TDS is typically measured in milligrams per liter or parts per million. The presence of dissolved solids in water can affect its taste, odor, and appearance. High levels of TDS may indicate poor water quality. Heavy water, also known as deuterium oxide, is a form of water in which the hydrogen atoms are replaced by deuterium atoms, an isotope of hydrogen with 1 proton and 1 neutron in its nucleus. Boric acid has mild antibiotic properties against fungal or bacterial infection. Boric acid is used as an eye wash to cleanse or irrigate the eyes. Boric acid provides soothing relief from eye irritation, and helps remove pollutants from the eye such as smog, chlorine, or other chemicals. Methanol is also referred as wood alcohol or wood spirit or wood naphtha, as the earliest method for its preparation was by destructive distillation of wood. Formalin is a mixture of 40% formaldehyde, 8% methyl alcohol, and 52% water. It is used as an antiseptic, a disinfectant, a germicide, a fungicide, and for preserving animal specimens and sterilizing surgical instruments. NPK stands for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are 3 essential nutrients for plant growth. Smog is a type of air pollution characterized by a mixture of pollutants, including particulate matter, ground-level ozone, nitrogen oxides, volatile organic compounds, and other hazardous substances. It often forms when emissions from vehicles, industrial facilities, power plants, and other sources react with sunlight and atmospheric conditions. Distilled water and deionized water are both types of purified water, but they are produced through different methods. Distilled water is produced by boiling water and then condensing the steam back into a liquid. This process removes most impurities, including minerals, salts, and organic compounds, leaving behind pure water molecules. Deionized water is produced by passing water through ion exchange resins or membranes that selectively remove ions from the water, such as calcium, magnesium, sodium, chloride, and sulfate ions. The Ziegler-Natta catalyst is a type of catalyst used in the polymerization of olefins, such as ethylene and propylene, to produce polyolefins like polyethylene and polypropylene. It was developed independently by Carl Ziegler and Giulio Natta in the 1950s, leading to their joint Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1963. The 2023 Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded for the discovery and synthesis of colloidal quantum dots. 3 scientists were awarded the prize: Alexei Yekimov, Louis Bruss, and Mounji Bawendi. Quantum dots are nanoscale semiconductor particles that exhibit unique optical and electronic properties due to quantum confinement effects. They are typically composed of semiconductor materials such as cadmium selenide, cadmium sulfide, or lead sulfide, with sizes ranging from a few nanometers to tens of nanometers. The first Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded in 1901 to Jacobus Henri Cus van 't Hoff, of the Netherlands, for his discovery of the laws of chemical dynamics and osmotic pressure in solutions. Colligative properties are unique features of solutions. Colligative properties depend on the number of solute particles, not their type, affecting boiling and freezing points, vapor pressure, and osmotic pressure. They have diverse applications, from antifreeze in cars to preserving biological samples. Adding ethylene glycol to the radiator fluid of a car prevents freezing in cold temperatures and boiling in hot temperatures. A pure substance has a fixed melting point or boiling point at constant pressure. The purity of a substance can be tested by checking its melting point or boiling point. Uranium enrichment is the process of increasing the concentration of the fissile isotope uranium-235 relative to the non-fissile isotope uranium-238 in natural uranium. This enrichment process is necessary for producing fuel for nuclear reactors and weapons. Marsh gas, also known as methane (CH4), is a colorless, odorless, and highly flammable gas. It is the simplest hydrocarbon. In a mercury thermometer, a glass tube is filled with mercury and a standard temperature scale is marked on the tube. With changes in temperature, the mercury expands and contracts, and the temperature can be read from the scale.